9,000 square kilometers. Niger State, one of Nigeria's 37 administrative units, has about 74,000 square kilometers, twice of that country. Netherlands have over 100 billion from agricultural exports alone, contributed mainly by vegetables and dairy. Nigeria oil reserve has never in any 1 year reached 100 billion. Northern Nigeria is the most endowed agriculture in Nigeria. Its tomatoes, carrots, cabbages, cucumbers, tubers, grains, livestock, dairy feed the majority of Nigeria in spite of its huge reserve of unexploited export potential. In a restructured Nigeria, Northern Nigeria with the right agricultural policies will be the richest part of Nigeria. Our analysis here must be viewed from the background that the deadline has been fixed by OECD countries and China for the cessation of production of automobiles and machineries dependent on fossil fuel. This development and the new technology for production of shale oil in the United States has made more dependence on Nigerian crude oil a rapidly declining phenomenon. This brings me to the question of what form will we assume under a restructured arrangement and how this restructure can be brought about. Two basic models have been canvassed for restructuring in Nigeria. A conservative model aimed at maintaining the status quo and has been proposed to mean simply a shading of some exclusive powers of the federal government, like issuing of mining licenses, permission for construction of federal roads, shading of regulatory powers, and over-investment in critical sector of the economy like power. This model barely scratches the surface of the problem. It avoids fundamental devolution of power. The second model calls for fundamental devolution of powers to the states as a federative unit and a lane federal government with exclusive power for external defense, customs, immigration, foreign relations, federal legislature, judiciary to make law and interpret laws in these exclusive areas. This second model proposes that state and the federal unit with two different approaches. The first approach simply wants the state as a federating unit and the federal government with limited powers. It wants the state to control a percentage of revenue accruing from their areas and contribute an agreed percentage of such revenue to federal government. The second approach proposes the state as a federating unit with a region at each of the 6 geographical units, whose constitution will be agreed to and adopted by the states in the geographical area. The region will have the power to merge existing states, create new ones, and then local government. There will be regional and state legislature, judiciary dealing with making, interpreting laws in the respective political entities. The approach proposed to revenue sharing formula of 15% to federal government, 35% to the state government, and then 50% to regional government. What that means is that whatever the federal government is taking now will be reduced to 15%. The real money will now go to the regional government and the state government. We have Northeast. Then the Northeast will not be in charge. We take 50%, Gombe will take 35%. 15% will go to federal government. Development will now come back home. To achieve a national consensus on this subject requires a national discussion. Regrettably, the ruling party, which promises restructuring its manifesto for after 10 years and 4 months in office, is still appointing committees to define what sort of restructuring it wants for Nigeria. To make matters worse, none of the other political parties have come up with any clear-cut rules for achieving a consensus on this matter. The National Assembly itself is a reflection of the ethnic division in this country, and the northern majority conferred on it by the military makes it highly unacceptable to the southern Nigeria. Recently, resolution made by by it or the relation of power have not helped the situation. In the recent past, self-determination groups have sprung up in Nigeria. The self-determination groups include IPOB, MASOB, Helicom, RYU, Niger Delta Republic, Republic of Middle Belt, Sonic Independent Yoruba Nation, all giving credence that Nigeria must restructure to remain one. Let me seize this opportunity to thank the TRG Group Constitutional Symposium for inviting Ohaneze Ndibo to speak here today. In our country, Ndibo, whose cultural organization, Ohaneze, notwithstanding their historical experience in Nigeria, is the most loyal ethnic group in any part of Nigeria. We invest, contribute to the economic, social life of communities wherever we live. We are proudly Christians, but very accommodating of other brothers of other religious persuasions. We are grossly marginalized and still treated by federal government as second-class citizens. No Igbo, for instance, had any security arm of the federal government, federal armed forces throughout the 8 years of President Buhari. Our area is the most heavily policed, as if there was a deliberate policy to intimidate and hold us down. Finally, in conclusion, Ohaneze Ndibo is using this privilege to call on the federal government and all the powers that be to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, describing his continuous detention as a test of Nigeria's commitment to justice, equity, national healing. Thank you very much for listening.
Please give Ohaneze Ndibo. We are going to group discussion, but before then, there will be somebody who will speak. But I'd like to announce, please check page 3 of your program, the one you have. The issues that have been on the table for discussion this morning, we have 3 of them. I want you to pay attention because the groups will be formed around each of those topics. So you can then decide by the time we are ready which of the groups you want to belong to. One will be addressing hindrances to sustainable national development. We want some people to give their opinion within the group, what they think about that particular topic for Nigeria. The second one is essential tool for promoting unity and development. When the time is ready, Second one. Well, actually, it's on that paper, but I will read it again all the same. So if you get in 3, essential tool for promoting unity and development. Essential tool for promoting unity and development. That's the second one. And the third one is the one our Leonard professor spoke about a few minutes ago. That is youth and the Nigeria of their dream. The kind of Nigeria that youth of today have in mind, so that we can collectively move forward. These are the 3 subtopics that groups will discuss. Think about the ones we want to belong to when after the next speaker. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, our next topic of discussion will be essential tool for promoting unity and development. And Dr. Yakubu Ali Mbasu will be doing that now. Can we clap for him as come to deliver this lecture?
Respectfully, I recognize the presence of everyone here, especially the convener, the guest speakers, the traditional rulers, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Let me be brief on the topic on essential tools for promoting unity and development of a nation. Actually, there is no development without unity. But is there unity in Nigeria? Are we really united? Are we really united? You cannot talk of primary school when you did not go to nursery school. You cannot talk of university when you did not go to secondary school. Why can't we talk about development when we are not really united? For how long can we continue pretending that we are united? For how long? Are we really united? Why would we talk about the factors, the essential factors? We know those factors that are more concerned, that can bring us together, than those things that are dividing us. We know them. We know them. If I'm being transparent as a leader, if I can be whole responsible as a leader, if I can be trustworthy as a leader, the development will come natural, the unity will come natural. If you are qualified to be in the university, the admission letter will come natural to you without you following or requesting anybody to follow for you. Why would you be talking about coexistence, equity, coexistence, peaceful coexistence, and not to talk of sustainable development? How can you sustain something that you don't have, something that is not in existence? We are talking of equity. You are talking of sustainable development. How can you sustain it when it is not in existence? For how long can we continue to pretend? Ordinarily, this is a collective group of intellectual people. This is a collective group of entire communities, civil society organizations, parties and traditional rulers, security personnel. We are all here. For how long? For how long? Are we together? Are we really united? We are not united. Let us stop deceiving ourselves. Even in our families, we are not united. In our communities, we are not united. Even in our religious gathering, we are not even united. As small as student union elections, we are divided along religion. We are divided along tribes. We are divided along so many factors. Recently, before the Gen Z generation, we were one. We were in fact, we have Muslims as a friends, we have Christians as a friends, we have non-religious people as a friends. We share everything together. But now we always want to align with those that we are in the same faith. Yes, when we are talking of essential factors, we are talking of inclusiveness, accountability, transparency, trustness, among other things. When we are talking of essential factors of unity, we are talking of those things that will bring us together, not those things that will divide us the more. The question is, for how long? The answer is either we take it now or we should forget about it. Since I was born, I have been hearing restructuring. For how long we will continue listening or echoing all this issue of restructuring? The last speaker said, the only thing that will make Nigeria better is restructuring. And I have been hearing this word since I was born. Am I lying? Am I lying? For how long? The question is, for how long? Dr. Yunusa nearly wept here, nearly cried here. He was visibly aggressive on some of the things that we know that is destroying this country. That is destroying country. Why can't we pay more attention on those things that bring us together rather than those things, those factors that divide us the more? We don't know those things that are bringing us together. We know. We know. Because of some certain factors, certain reasons, as a citizen, you cannot even build a house where your majority of your non-faith are living there. There are some places that you cannot live because you are not from the same faith. No trust. And we are busy talking of unity, 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 unity. It's either we stop pretending or we should forget about unity. The day that we will stop pretending, that's the day that this Nigeria will become a better place for us. So many people are dreaming to go outside. I had an opportunity to go and study abroad. I said no. As an academician, I am given an opportunity, several opportunities. I said no, I want to be in my own country. I want to be in my own country. Yes. Am I right?
Yes.
Am I right? Yes. So how do we intend to make our own to be a better place for us, for others to admire, so that they will start coming to our country, so that they will start coming to envy us? They are not jealous of us. All that they are after is our resources. But because we are not united, we cannot even take that resources and utilize them. We cannot utilize the resources that are in abundance. They take advantage of our division in our country. They come in and take our resources. The area we understand that we are one, in spite of our differences, the better for us. If not, the country will remain stagnant. And the issue of restructuring, we'll keep on saying it over and over and over and over without any action, not to talk of reaction. There will be no sustainable, you cannot even sustain, as I said earlier. Why will you sustain? You can't sustain something that you don't have. You can only sustain something that you have it.
We don't have peace, we don't have unity, and we are busy talking of sustaining it. Well, what are we going to sustain? What are we going to sustain? Dr. Innocent said, you can never be somebody until you are being pointed by somebody. Until you know somebody, before you become somebody. Why? Go to some ministries, go to some agencies, go to some commissions. The rate of number of staff there is in line with the number of DGs from a particular zone. If the DGs from that commission are from the north, majority of the staff there will be from the north. Malayan, it means you must know somebody before you become somebody. It can start with us. We can start it. It is not too late. It is not too late. The earlier we understand that what brings us together is what will make this our country a better place. Those things, we should take it as an advantage instead of seeing it as a disadvantage that is dividing us, is bringing division among us. It's a cancer. It's a cancer. You see two brothers, because they don't belong to the same faith, they don't trust each other. They don't respect each other. They don't even align. They don't meet. They don't relate. Because of some either religion or something like that. So my message now, this evening or this afternoon is either we stop pretending to be united or we should forget about development. The essential factor is let us remove the garment of pretense. Let's concentrate on something that will make us to be one. Let us work towards things that are more important for the development of our own personal self. The development of nation will come naturally. If we work on ourselves, the development will come naturally. If we have integrity, if we take responsibility, if we are accountable of all that we are supposed to do, believe me, any other thing will come natural. You are a DG, you are giving money to do the right thing, and you do it. That development will come natural. But corruption has eaten us. Integrity is not there. All of us, we don't communicate the right way. We don't exchange our cultural values that we used to. One of the speakers saying that the worst thing that ever happened to this is NYSC. No, NYSC tried. It's now that they are trying to bastardize the system. But the real mission of the NYSC was to bring cultural diversity. So these are the factors, these are the things that will help us to understand the negative things that we have been concentrating. We are always looking at the negative things instead of concentrating on the good things that will make us a better person. And once we are a better person, our country will be a better place. Thank you very much. We'll meet in the next session.
Thank you very much.
But I will send a soft copy of the work because of the time. That's why I try to work around the paper. I will send a soft copy to the convener. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Please. Yeah, I do. I like that. Well, I don't know if this thing is working, but whatever it is, I think we are hearing ourselves. Well, I'm sure you know that your job has not ended yet. You are on sabbatical in the meantime. Yes, as I announced before, we have 3 groups now, and the coordinator of each of the groups will as follow. First one, addressing hindrances to sustainable national development. Please, those of you who are interested in that particular topic, you raise your hand. I will call on Dr. Tanko Yunusa, who will help us coordinate that particular group, that particular topic. But may I announce also that after about 20 minutes, brainstorming of each group, will now come up with your position on these issues. You then appoint somebody amongst yourselves. It could be the coordinator or anybody of your choice who will now present it to the entire house. Addressing hindrances to sustainable national development. Those of you who are interested in that particular topic, please indicate. Then so the arrangement, the chairs can be arranged such a way that Dr. Yunusa is already seated here. Please arrange so that you meet and discuss. The second one, essential tool for promoting unity and development, will be coordinated by the person who has just finished speaking with us here now, and that's Dr. Yakubu Ali Mbazu. Second topic, essential tool for promoting unity and development. And the third one will be coordinated by Honorable Isaiah Dokwa, whose voice we have heard before, and that is the youth and Nigeria of their dream. Please let us make it fast. There may be a need for rearrangement of the chairs. Incidentally, we have 3 rows. Please organize. Honorable Dukwa, please let us make this fast. Yes, your own is youth and Nigeria of their dream. Okay. Since it does look like some of us find it very difficult to really choose, can we just say, if it will not sound dictatorial, what is his name?
always have a better and great country if we learn to live in unity and love. We can always have a better and great country if we learn to live in unity and love. We can always have a better and great country if we learn to live in unity and love. We can always have a better and great country if we learn to live in unity and love. We can always have a better and great country if we learn to live in unity and love. We can always have a better and great country
certainly
if
Nigeria
we learn.
will go beyond its present status. We have everything for development in Nigeria, but lack of cooperation, lack of love for each other, lack of unity has made Nigeria a poverty capital of the world instead of a rich nation that will supply the needs of the people of Africa and also outside Africa. But Nigeria is currently regarded as the capital, or the poverty capital of the world. And I think it's a very big insult on us. And who are responsible for the insult? We are insulting ourselves by our actions, by our attitudes, things that are listening to them. I believe that with this, to the way few people in this nation are taking advantage of all of us. May God help us. Thank you very much.
Yeah, please let us give the Middle Belt Forum another round of applause. As announced before, he is Mr. David Musa Mohammed, MNI, representing Dr. Petros Pogu, the president of Middle Belt Forum. We have 15 minutes to do the brainstorming on the subjects or the sub-teams that have been announced, the three of them. By the time, in 15 minutes time, we would want the coordinators of each of the groups to come and make presentation, which will form part of the communique that the committee that has been set up to work on the communique is working on. Permit me to announce that Mr. Joseph Biyama will be representing on the youth and the dream of Nigeria of their dream. Yeah, I want to take it that the groups, although I have not seen any movement taking place, I do hope that this is not, well, I can see Dr. Tanko Yusuf is there. I've just mentioned that of Honorable Dokwa, and Dr. Ali is in the hall. I suppose, yeah, I think the announcement has been made already. We will expect, we hope that Dr. Ali, I would suggest that you move it to where the elders are here, so that you will help us coordinate that angle. We have 15 minutes, so that we'll be able to have time to. Okay. The youth. Yeah, that's where then Biyama, you see already.
So people should just relax. You want to give award to some people.
Yeah, okay. Yes, the youths.
Okay, the youths are to be in this group, and I understand that the coordinator, Mr. Biyama, is already there. Yeah, please move to that area. Those of you who are interested in the dream that youth have for Nigeria. And Dr. Tanko Yusuf is already here in the middle. Excuse me, I say Yunusu. Yeah, I'm sorry. Dr. Tanko Yunusa is already in the middle row. That is taking care of addressing hindrances to sustainable development. And then, of course, Dr. Ali has already moved to one that will address essential tool for promoting unity and development. We have 15 minutes